In 1998, God gave me a life-changing vision of hell. Now, I received so many questions about my experience from people all over the world. One of the things that I'm often asked is, who did you see in hell? Now, I know there are others who claim to have had a similar experience and mention specific people they saw in hell. Some say they saw children, and some say they encountered celebrities. Some also share that they observed Christians who didn't tithe, or women who wore jewelry or colored their hair. Well, I saw none of this. In fact, none of those claims could be true because none of them are biblically accurate. People go to hell only because they reject the saving name of Jesus Christ. Choosing not to tithe will not send a person to hell. Jewelry, hair, makeup, or any type of clothing will not send a person to hell. These outward acts are not the reason people go to hell. The people I observed in hell looked like skeletons. They were nameless and faceless. I didn't know their history, their politics, or their skin color. I did not know if they were someone famous or a beggar from the streets. No matter who they were, it didn't matter. Each of them was truly alone amidst a sea of tormented souls. They have no purpose, no identity, and they are completely forgotten. Another thing I want to make very clear is that children are not in hell according to the Scriptures. Jesus said in Matthew 19:14, "Suffer little children and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven." And He said in Matthew 18:3, "Except you become converted and become as little children, you shall not enter the kingdom of heaven." Now, during my time in hell, I could see the outlines of people through the flames. From the outlines, I saw that they seemed to be fully grown or adult in size. In addition, the screams I heard were not the screams of children. They were mature voices. Now, I will say that I also had an impression and an unexplainable internal feeling that there were no children in hell. The questions I receive about who I saw in hell are so much less important than how these tormented souls ended up there. As I look back on this experience now, I am reminded of the devastation of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001, when some people, rather than facing the 2,000-degree heat, chose to plummet to their death by leaping out of a window. Those people chose to make that leap rather than face the intensity of those flames for even 15 seconds. Now in hell, which is down deep in the earth according to the Scriptures, the scientists say is 12,000 degrees. And it's not just for 15 seconds, but for all eternity. Try to imagine this state of existence and fear that never ceases for even 1 second. And there is no way to escape it. To witness people in terror, in desperation, and in unending torment was more than I could bear.